Think of identity like a castle, high walls, thick stone, a moat filled with alligators. Why? Because the brain, your ancient lizard friend in the amygdala, screams danger the moment that it thinks something is trying to sneak in and repaint the walls. It doesn't matter if they're bringing flowers or battering rams. The reticular activating system, the brain's bouncer, starts scanning for threats. Now here's the thing. You can't storm the castle. Every time you try, that drawbridge goes up. But if you sit outside the walls, play music, wave, smile, send food over, maybe even tell the guards, hey, I get why you're protecting this place, it's precious. Then suddenly the gate cracks open because you didn't attack. You respected the autonomy. Autonomy is oxygen. Take it away and people suffocate. Give it back and they breathe easier in your presence. You ever scream at a flower? Bloom, goddammit, bloom. It doesn't work. The roots don't give a shit about your urgency. But add sunlight, add water, add soil, and it can't help but bloom. Humans are the same. Resistance isn't the enemy. It's the unopened bud. The no is just a tightly folded petal. Mirror it, validate it. Show that you understand its shape, and it unfolds into a yes on its own. Neurologically, the amygdala fires up when it senses manipulation. Stress hormones flood. The reticular activating system, it tunes attention toward danger cues. If you counter by demonstrating unconditional support, basically saying, you're safe, I'm not here to control you, the parasympathetic system relaxes, defenses drop, identity feels oxygen again. The big picture. Humans resist threats to identity because identity is survival. You're not arguing about a belief. You're brushing up against the boundary of who am I. So how do you already do this? When you were 5 and wanted your mom to buy you candy, you didn't demand it. You tugged her sleeve, smile, maybe mirrored her tone. You didn't fight her identity as responsible mom. You wrapped your request in play. Sometimes you even asked why she might want candy too. That's NLP in its rawest childlike form. You already know this. So how can you do it in new ways? With friends, instead of saying, stop being stubborn, say, I get why you'd want to hold on to that. It shows how much you value consistency. Then pivot. With partners, instead of, you never listen, try, I see how important this is to you. Can I show you another angle? With yourself, instead of I'm lazy, try, I must value rest deeply. How can I use that same value to energize my work? So why is this important? Because fighting resistance is like punching water. It exhausts you and changes nothing. Aligning with resistance, that turns enemies into allies. It's a keto for the psyche. The karma of ignoring this, endless arguments, failed persuasion, relationships that rot because you keep yelling at flowers instead of watering them. The karma of using this, you become magnetic, doors open. People want to follow you because you never steal their oxygen. You give it back. The fear of doing this. You're scared people will think you're manipulative. But paradox. The less you push, the less manipulative it feels. Manipulation is control. Influence is alignment. The fear dissolves once you realize you're not forcing. You're fertilizing. When someone gets confused, when their brain short-circuit, it's like a momentary reboot. In NLP and hypnosis, confusion is the crack in the wall. The brain, desperate for clarity, latches onto the next suggestion. That's why parables, analogies, even swear-laced paradoxes crack people open. Confusion isn't the problem. It's the reset button. Let's not sugarcoat it. If you keep trying to force people, you'll fuck it all up. You'll alienate allies, close doors, and burn bridges that you didn't even know you needed. That's karma. That's cause and effect. But if you respect identity, mirror values, give oxygen, you'll change the game. It won't feel like work. It'll feel like the universe bends toward you. Because you're not fighting gravity anymore. You're riding it. The big picture, identity is survival. The brain flags threats unless soothed with validation. Autonomy is oxygen. Deny it, and people suffocate. Restore it, and they thrive. Resistance isn't a wall, it's a door. Every no hides a yes. Stop pushing, start watering. So here's the bottom line. Stop being the dumbass yelling at flowers. Start being the gardener. Stop swinging swords at castles. Start sharing bread at the gates. Stop trying to shove people into your way of seeing. Start walking beside them until they see themselves. Because when you do, resistance dies. Self-persuasion lives. And you, my friend, become the kind of person who doesn't just talk change, you embody it. That's the no bullshit, sciencey, karmic law of influence. Breathe it in, let it rewire you, and watch how the world opens.